Hi, Jim Parrish, Deputy Utility Director for the City of Deltona. Today I wanted to share with you valuable information about how our new water meter installation is going and exactly how these meters function. The first thing I wanted to show you is one of our old meters, showing you that the bodies of the new meters that we're using are exactly the same. We have not changed these meters as far as the body goes. The only thing that really is different is going to be the register head, which is this top portion right here. We have these for potable meters as well as for reclaim meters, and they're very accurate compared to the old meters that we had. The new meters, if I can show you here, the old meter actually only goes to the hundredths digit as it's turning. However, the new meter, it actually goes to the 10,000ths meter. So it's actually a lot more accurate for the water that's flowing through it. So these meters, they will actually only register any sort of flow that goes through them only when water is moving through it. So if you'll notice, I can shake this and nothing happens. However, if I put any sort of flow through it, you'll notice that it will turn. That's the only way that this meter actually captures any sort of flow. The wonderful thing about the new radio read meter though, is with our old style meter, we actually had to go in and we had to physically type in the numbers that were on your meter. However, with the new radio read ones, our staff is more efficient and actually is able to drive through your neighborhood and actually get your reading without having any sort of mistakes. So inside of the body is actually very simplistic. What we've got in here is actually just a little membrane, and then we have what's called a nutating disc. And this nutating disc is what moves and actually allows the water to actually flow. So as the water flows through, it spins this little disc right here, and it's this small little disc that makes your register head on your meter turn. Very, very simplistic. There's nothing electronic in here, and it all is activated simply by movement of water. This fits down inside of here. Then we have our membrane. Then we have our cap. And it's this piece here, that little disc that's turning, that actually makes the meter spin whenever you got the water going through it. And that's it. It's very, very simplistic. Not a lot to it. So because our nutating disc is very simplistic, there's not a lot that can make these nutating discs actually vary from when the time that they're installed until the time that they're out of service. One thing that can inhibit the flow on this is buildup of calcium, lime, and things like that are naturally found in the water. However, those things will only slow down our nutating discs. They actually never speed them up. So you can be rest assured that the amount of water that you're being charged for is very accurate, to the tune of about 98% accuracy for the water that's flowing through these. If you suspect that you have a leak or that your water bill is unusually high, the best place for you to check for this is going to be at your water meter. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you've got all flow inside of your home shut off, meaning that you're not running your washer, you're not running your dishwasher. There's nothing in your home flowing. After you make sure that that's happened, then you're going to want to come out to your water box, and you're going to want to open your water box and notate what the number is on the dial, and to make sure that the dial is not actually spinning. This is what it would look like if you did have any sort of a leak and you've shut off all of your water. Once you came to your box and you opened up your box, you'll see that it's spinning. Once you know that you have all of the water flow inside of your home off, you're going to want to wait about 15 minutes to make sure that there are no leaks whatsoever. And once you check your water meter, after those 15 minutes, you'll want to make sure that those numbers are the same and that dial has not been spinning at all. If that's the case, there is no leak. If you do see that it has spun or your number is different, then you have some sort of leak inside of your home, and you should contact a plumber to try to figure out where that leak is coming from. Most of the leaks in your home that you may find come from a leaky toilet. If you suspect that you may have a leaky toilet, you can come to our office at 255 Enterprise, and we'll give you one of these cards which kind of walks you through how to test, and then also we'll give you a packet that has some little dye pills where you can test to see if you actually do have a leak. And the way that you're going to do this is you'll come into your bathroom and you'll take one of these tabs, and all they are is a blue dye tab. They will not stain your toilet or anything. You'll actually put it down inside of your toilet. You'll simply drop it in there, and you'll let it sit there for about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll want to leave it undisturbed for 15 to 20 minutes. And after that time, you're going to want to take and you're going to want to look inside of your toilet. And if you were to see any sort of blue dye, then you would know that you have a leak. But if you don't see any blue dye, then your toilet is good. Those we offer for free at 255 Enterprise Road here in Deltona, free to customers. Once you receive your bill, if you have questions about the usage on there, you can always call us, because the information that's stored in here is actually stored for 90 days. And it's that information that is very useful to see when you might have had any excess usage that you may not be aware of. In this is kept 90 days worth of data, and the data that we can find is right here. And for example, in this particular meter, you could see that we had normal usage except for on certain days. And for example, on the 7th of July for this particular account, we'll see that hour by hour, we capture what is being used. So you can see that starting around midnight, we started having excess usage. This was actually from an irrigation system that was running. These were the days that they were actually running their irrigation. So it captures your usage hour by hour. So if you ever have questions about what your usage is, you can contact us at 386-575-6800, and we can assist you so that you can be confident in the water that you're using and the conservation that we're doing to keep from depleting a valuable resource in the drinking water that we have.